They told me I was finished by the mother end and nothing.
Oh my God, it's open. So this is our old business district. This is the first warehouse that Doyoueven was at, and it's right around the corner here, lot number 11. So obviously I started the brand as a blog with merchandise as the backbone, and then I went out on my own with the tenacity of starting a private label brand, and this was our first warehouse, lot number 11. But that is a story for another day. But yeah, we're going for a drive. It's lunchtime. All our old warehouses are actually in the vicinity of our new warehouse, so thought we would stop by. Yeah, so this was double the size. Doesn't look like it, but it's longer in length.
Not about one.
It's not So that was our second warehouse. We were there during years 2016 to 2018, and our current warehouse has been from the beginning of 2018 till beginning of 2019. So we only have half a year left, a little more than half a year left on our current contract, and then we'll be looking to change up our current system and see where that takes us. You know, we want to listen to our consumers, and our consumers want fast shipping. That's something that we're trying to deliver on. That means exploring logistics centers in those regions so that we can deliver on quicker shipping times and obviously cheaper freight, because those are the two things that you guys all want. That's what I'd want as well. As a consumer, I'd want to be able to get my items as quickly as possible and as cheap as possible. Guys, you are now tuned into episode 3 of the vlog series. We were going to initially cover the very beginning of Doyoueven and take you guys through that journey, but I think that covering the very inception of Doyoueven to where we're at now should be saved to a future extended vlog series or a singular documentary piece. I think it's that special. I want to give it that time, because I think to be able to cover absolutely everything from the very beginning to where we're at, I don't think we'll be able to do that in a short vlog series. So today, instead of covering the inception of Doyoueven and the brand's birth, I think we'll just treat it as another episode where I answer some of your questions that you guys gave me on Instagram. If you're not familiar with my Instagram, you can follow at Wealth and Fitness. I cover stories every single day, and I always have Q&As. So if you've got a question that you'd like us to cover, or you have a topic that you think would make for a great vlog series, feel free to DM me or send through a question in one of those Q&As, and we'll do our best to cover it in an upcoming episode. But today, we're literally just going to treat it as driving in a car, talking to a camera. This week has been crazy. The reason why I say it's been crazy is because the timing has been completely thrown out. We had a public holiday on Friday and Monday, and believe it or not, today is Thursday and it's a public holiday as well. It's a public holiday as well, but myself and James have come into work to film this episode because we wanted to give you guys content. We wanted to bring you guys up to speed with where we're at. Tomorrow, we have a 40-foot container being delivered to the warehouse. It contains our Impact Seamless Restock, which is one of our most popular selling collections for our women's line, as well as our Hyperflex release, Hyperflex Seamless release. You guys would have seen the Hyperflex Seamless in Arnie's content. That's where it first aired. That's where we first marketed the product. And you would have seen bits and pieces of the Hyperflex Seamless campaign, the commercial campaign that I brought you guys in on the last episode. So if you haven't seen that, feel free to check out episode vlog number 2. That is being processed as we speak at the docks, being prepared for delivery tomorrow. So our warehousing team will unload that 40-foot container tomorrow, and it will be ready for release on Tuesday, which I am so excited about, and so is the team, because I think it's one of our best releases to date. On Thursday, I'm seeing my orthopedic surgeon, Tim Whitehead. He's on the board of international directors when it comes to orthopedic surgeons. The guy is extremely well versed and has apparently performed a number of meniscal transplants in the US and in France. I don't think he has performed a meniscal transplant here in Melbourne, so I would be one of his first patients to undergo the knife for a meniscus transplant, and it's something that I've heavily considered during this 5-month ordeal. The injury happened in December, and I was locked into a 45-degree angle for almost 3 months, and I've been going through the rehabilitation process over the last 8 weeks. And if you've been in tune with my stories, you would see that every other night I'm doing 10 kilometers on my stationary exercise bike. I'm doing daily rehabilitation exercises, and I'm weight training 4 times a week to be able to get to the point that I'm at now, I feel as though I have 100% functionality. My goal was to have complete extension as well as complete flexion, and that's something that I'm still working towards. I've got to weigh up the opportunity cost now of undergoing a meniscal transplant and whether or not it suits me. And I won't know that until I have this meeting with Tim, and that's followed up with my physio appointment. So I get to discuss it with Dan as well, and then just see whether or not it's something that I definitely want to pursue. But apart from that, that's it really. So here we are pulling up to our current warehouse. This is warehouse number 3. This is where we're currently fulfilling from, and James is out there doing his thing with the drone. Hope you guys like the drone footage. That little bastard. As some of you may or may not know already, I shared this in my stories. Shopify contacted us. Well, their marketing department contacted us. Apparently, we are the #1 brand currently on the Shopify Plus platform for their multi-currency payment gateway. What does that mean? Well, since we incepted their multi-currency payment gateway, we are currently taking on the most international transactions on their platform utilizing that payment gateway, which is mind-blowing. And their marketing team contacted today. I actually got on call with Christina from their team, and we briefly discussed what type of impact that's had on the Doyoueven business and where we want to take the brand, knowing full well how much attention we're garnering online and how seamless our process has become. Obviously, we want to be able to translate that online seamless process from checkout to your doorstep. So that's the next phase, the whole logistics side of things, which is why this warehousing and our current office space is up in the air. Our contract for this third warehouse space is up within the next 6 months, and we've got to make the tough decision as to whether or not we continue existing out of this platform or we transition into a third-party logistics center and offset our office space somewhere else. But that is a decision that I'm going to have to make in the next 6 months, but I thought I'd share that news with you guys. And we are making ripple effects in the sports activewear industry, and I'm excited to keep on delivering to you guys and bringing you guys in on the behind the scenes. Over this week, I got a number of questions, and we're going to pick one of them. Icon Living 01. And he asked, how can you be successful in anything? Every single successful person that I've ever crossed paths with bears a similar trait, and that trait is their ability to get the job done even when they don't want to. Motivation is fake. You need to find something else that drives you. Pursuing passion is a good way to keep grinding even when you're lacking the motivation. And I think that's what makes a successful individual successful in their respective fields. I think they're doing something that they love. They're letting that catalyze their pursuit. And even on the low motivation days, they find the ability to dig deep and still get the job done. Yeah, that's it. Or watch Gary Vee. I don't know. No, I'm joking.
I literally want to die instead of fail. Die, death, over. I do not know how to live in life. I do not know how to live in life.
Anecdotally, what I know and what I've felt, every time I felt those low motivation days, I always ask myself the same question: would I rather be doing something else than what I'm doing now? And the answer has always been no. I found something that drives me internally even when the motivation is lacking. And so that's why I always tell people to pursue passion, because it catalyzes your pursuit that much more. Anyway, that's it for now. If you guys are enjoying these episodes, I'm enjoying making them. We're here on a public holiday recording. James, my man, he loves it as well. We love being here. Episode 4 will be next week. Episode 3, signing off. I'm Eddie Oz at Wealth and Fitness. What more can I say? I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
I gotta keep growing. They see what my root is. I tell you I run this. I'm done with excuses. Give me 4 minutes trying to get what I've been giving out. Do it for the